Top 3 animes from each anime studio. While MAPPA has quite a catalogue of exceptional animes, I've decided to choose Chainsaw Man, Attack on Titan's final season because the rest of the anime wasn't animated by them, and Jujutsu Kaisen. With an honourable mention to Hell's Paradise because I really enjoyed the first season. I chose these three due to the constant action provided within the animes on top of the high quality animation that is delivered with them, especially Attack on Titan, which had an exceptional animation even before MAPPA. MAPPA has also been criticised for its low wages, lack of proper training and long hours, causing a lot of animators to leave the studio, as well as the studio having a low reputation in terms of how well it treats its workers. Similarly, Toei Animation also has a long catalogue of anime, however I chose the top 3 to be Dragon Ball, One Piece and Digimon, with an honourable mention going to Sailor Moon. Now, while these animes are exceptional, I haven't actually watched any. I'm sorry to say. I know the hardcore fans are going to be very mad at me, and you have the right to be, because I know that these are very good animes, but I just haven't got the time right now, sadly. Toei actually has its workers unionised, meaning overall the workers are treated a lot better than most anime studios. However, there is still allegations of LGBTQ mistreatment as well as power abuse within Toei Animation. Amongst which studio list of anime, I decided my top 3 would be the first 3 seasons of Attack on Titan, Spy Family and Vinland Saga's first season, with an honourable mention going to Seraph of the End, because that was one of the first animes I watched and it has a good place in my heart. I chose this top 3 because I like the comparison between the constant dynamic action-packed Attack on Titan compared to the more chill, funnier, sillier vibe Spy Family. This studio being able to produce both of those is very, very impressive. I'd also like to mention that Attack on Titan was the first anime they ever made. Now, there are a lot of concerns about how which studio treats their animators, including overworking them and exploitation, with some sources even stating that this is one of the worst studios that animators could possibly work at. Okay, so Kyoto has a very expansive and sad catalogue, and I've gone for Violet Evergarden, A Silent Voice and Clannad as my top 3. And for an honourable mention, I'm just going to give it to the whole studio, and you'll see why a little bit later. I chose this top 3 because they are some of the most beautiful, well animated and well constructed stories I've seen in anime, especially when it comes to romance. They will make you cry, I guarantee it. So if you haven't and you want to cry, go watch these. Now, Kyoto Studio is different, and it got the honourable mention because the studio treats its workers like humans, and they're actually on full-time contracts, which, believe it or not, is a rarity within anime. Ronald Kelts quoted, "The studio is a rarity in the Japanese anime industry in treating its employees with respect. Their animators are full-time, salaried employees in a business where the vast majority of artists are on short-term freelance contracts, often paid by the frame, and paid poorly at that. The quality of their work reflects that respect and job security. On top of this, I believe they have maternity leave and other paid leaves for workers, which is why this studio is just so beautiful." So when you watch animes made by the studio, you know they're made with genuine love and care. Next, we're moving on to A1 Studios, which was actually quite hard to choose a top 3 for. It has a good list, as you can see, but I went for Solo Leveling, Seven Deadly Sins, and Sword Art Online as my top 3, with an honourable mention to 86 for my friend Matthew. Hi, Matthew. Now, I chose these 3 mainly because for Sword Art Online and Solo Leveling, these concepts are just absolutely iconic. Like, these are iconic concepts, and the animation's done so well. On top of this, Seven Deadly Sins is also just a solid anime. Like, you can't go wrong with it. I wouldn't even say it's like top 5 for me. Probably not even top 10 animes I've watched, but it's just a solid overall pick. Now, A1 Pictures 100% has the worst treatment out of any studio we've looked at, as in 2008, which was a while ago, so they could have changed. Somebody had killed themselves after working there, after working 134 to 344 hours of overtime in a few months, and suffering from Great Depression. He also frequently could not go home, and there is proof that he had worked for 3 months without a single day off, and the family lawsued them for this, and they ended up winning. So I guess that this is confirmed to be true as far as we can tell. Sorry to end on such a sad note. Now, if you want to see a part 2 of this, there is so many more studios I could do this with, and I'd happily make one. I'd probably do more editing on it too and make it a little bit more watchable. I just want to see how this is received first, because it does take a while to edit stuff like this. So yeah, thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments if you want more.